Amrita Pritam was an Indian writer and poet, who wrote in Punjabi and Hindi. She is considered the first prominent woman Punjabi poet, novelist, and essayist, and the leading 20th-century poet of the Punjabi language, who is equally loved on both the sides of the India-Pakistan border. With a career spanning over 6 decades, she produced over 100 books, of poetry, fiction, biographies, essays, a collection of Punjabi folk songs and an autobiography that were translated into several Indian and foreign languages. She is most remembered for her poignant poem, Aaj or Aakhaan Waris Shah knew, an elegy to the 18th-century Punjabi poet, an expression of her anguish over massacres during the partition of India. As a novelist, her most noted work was Pinjar, in which she created her memorable character, Puro, an epitome of violence against women, loss of humanity and ultimate surrender to existential fate. The novel was made into an award-winning film, Pinjar, in 2003. When the former British India was partitioned into the independent states of India and Pakistan in 1947, she migrated from Lahore to India, though she remained equally popular in Pakistan throughout her life, as compared to her contemporaries like Mohan Singh and Shiv Kumar Batalwai. Known as the most important voice for the women in Punjabi literature, in 1956, she became the first woman to win the Sahitya Akademi Award for her magnum opus, a long poem, Sunyu. Later she received the Bharata Janpath, one of India's highest literary awards, in 1982 for Kagaz Te Canvas. The Padma Shri came her way in 1969 and finally, Padma Vibhushan, India's second highest civilian award, in 2004, and in the same year she was honoured with India's highest literary award, given by the Sahitya Akademi, the Sahitya Akademi Fellowship given to the immortals of literature for lifetime achievement. Biography, background. Amrita Pritam was born as Amrita Khanna in 1919 in Gujranwala, Punjab, in present-day Pakistan, the only child of a school teacher, a poet and a scholar of Braj Bhasha, Kata Singh Hitkari, who also edited a literary journal. Besides this, he was a pracharak and a preacher of the Sikh faith. Amrita's mother died when she was 11. Soon after, she and her father moved to Lahore, where she lived till her migration to India in 1947. Confronting adult responsibilities, and besieged by loneliness following her mother's death, she began to write at an early age. Her first anthology of poems, Amrit Liran, was published in 1936, at age 16, the year she married Pritam Singh, an editor to whom she was engaged in early childhood, and changed her name from Amrita Khanna to Amrita Pritam. Half a dozen collections of poems were to follow between 1936 and 1943. Though she began her journey as romantic poet, soon she shifted gears, and became part of the progressive writers' movement, and its effect was seen in her collection, Lockpeed, which openly criticized the war-torn economy, after the Bengal famine of 1943. She was also involved in social work to a certain extent and participated in such activities wholeheartedly. After independence, when social activist Guru Radhakishan took the initiative to bring the first Janta library in Delhi, which was inaugurated by Biraj Saini and Aruna Asaf Ali, and contributed to the occasion accordingly. This study centre-cum-library is still running at Clock Tower, Delhi. She also worked at Lahore radio station for a while, before the partition of India, renowned theatre person and the director of the immortal partition movie Garam Haver, Miss Safi, paid a theatrical tribute to her through the rare theatrical performance Ek the Amrita. Culled from her many writings, this rare biographical docudrama is produced by K.K. Kali of Impresario Asia. Written by Danish Iqbal, who had earlier penned Sahir, this play has memorable performances by well-known actors like Lovleen Thadani, Mangat Ram, Vijay Najayal, Keda Sharma, and others. Personal life. In 1935, Amrita married Pritam Singh, son of a leading hosiery merchant of Lahore's Anakali Bazaar. In 1960, Amrita Pritam left her husband. She is also said to have an unrequited affection for poet Sahir Ludhanvi. The story of this love is depicted in her autobiography, Race D Ticket. When another woman, singer Suja Malhotra, came into Sahir's life, Amrita found solace in the companionship of the renowned artist and writer Imroz. She spent the last 40 years of her life with Imroz, who also designed most of her book covers and made her the subject of his several paintings. Their life together is also the subject of a book, Amrita Imroz, a love story. She died in her sleep on October 31, 2005 at the age of 86 in New Delhi, after a long illness. She was survived by her partner Imroz, daughter Kandla, son Nevraj Quatra, daughter-in-law Alka, and her grandchildren, Taurus, Noor, Aman and Shilpi. Nevraj Quatra was killed in 2012. Partition of British India. Some 1 million people, Muslims, Hindus and Sikhs died from communal violence that followed the partition of British India in 1947, and left Amrita Pritam a Punjabi refugee at age 28, when she left Lahore and moved to New Delhi. Subsequently in 1948, while she was pregnant with her son, and travelling from Dehradun to Delhi, she expressed anguish on a piece of paper as the poem, Aaj Aakhaan Waris Shah knew. This poem was to later immortalize her and become the most poignant reminder of the horrors of partition. The poem addressed to the Sufi poet Waris Shah, author of the tragic saga of Heer and Ranjha and with whom she shares her birthplace. Amrita Pritam worked until 1961 in the Punjabi service of All India Radio, Delhi. After her divorce in 1960, her work became more clearly feminist. Many of her stories and poems drew on the unhappy experience of her marriage. A number of her works have been translated into English, French, Danish, Japanese and other languages from Punjabi and Urdu, including her autobiographical works Black Rose and Race Ticket. The first of Amrita Pritam's books to be filmed was Dati Saga Te Sayan, as a Kadumba a unregistered trademark, followed by a Anadi Kahania unregistered trademark, as Daku, directed by Basu Bhattacharya. Her novel Pinjar was made into an award-winning Hindi movie by Chandra Prakash Dwivedi. Because of its humanism, Amritaji has portrayed the suffering of people of both the countries. Pinjar was shot in a border region of Rajasthan and in Punjab. She edited Nagmani, a monthly literary magazine in Punjabi for several years, which she ran together with Imroz, for 33 years. Though after partition she wrote prolifically in Hindi as well. Later in life, she turned to Ishu and wrote introductions for several books of Ishu, including Ek Conversation, and also started writing on spiritual themes and dreams, producing works like Kaljna and Agyat Ka Nimantran. She had also published autobiographies, titled Color Gulab, Race Ticket, and Aksharan Ke Sawi. Acclaim. Amrita is the first recipient of Punjab Ratna Award conferred upon her by Punjab Chief Minister Captain Amarinder Singh. She is first woman recipient of the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1956 for Sunny. Amrita Pritam received the Bharatiya Janpath Award, India's highest literary award, in 1982 for Kagaj Te Canvas. She received the Padma Shri and Padma Vibhushan, India's second highest civilian award, and Sahitya Akademi Fellowship, India's highest literary award, also in 2004. She received D.Litt. honorary degrees, from many universities including, Delhi University, Jabalpur University and Vishwabharati. She also received International Vaptsarov Award from the Republic of Bulgaria and Degree of Officer d'Ens, Ordre des Arts et des Lettres by the French government. She was nominated as a member of Raya Sabha 1986 a 92. Towards the end of her life, she was awarded by Pakistan's Punjabi Academy, to which she had remarked, Baidino Bard Mir Mai Ko Meri Yad Ali. And also Punjabi poets of Pakistan, sent her a chadar, from the tombs of Waris Shah, and fellow Sufi mystic poets Bul Shah and Sultan Bahu. Legacy. In 2007, an audio album titled, Amrita Recited by Gulzar was released by noted lyricist Gulzar, with poems of Amrita Pritam recited by him. A film on her life is also on the anvil. Bibliography. In her career spanning over 6 decades, she penned 28 novels, 18 anthologies of prose, 5 short stories and 16 miscellaneous prose volumes. Novel, Pinjar, Dr. Dev, Kaur Kagas, Unchas Din, Sagaros Apian, Rankar Pata, Dili Ki Galian, Darahan Siraj, Yamatri, Jilabatan, Ha.Kars Indrajanama, autobiography, race D-ticket, shadows of words, a revenue stamp, short stories, Kaanayan Jo Kaanayan Nae, Kaanayon K Angan Mine, Stench of Kerosene, poetry anthologies, Amrit Liran, 1936, Jean Diwan, Trel Doktval O Gaitan Valia, Badlam Dolili, Sanjh Dolili, Lok Pira, Pathagiti, Punjabi Dioras, Sunua Euro Sultu Academy Award, Ashoka Kiti, Kasturi, Nagmani, Ixianita, Chak Nambar Chatti, Aninja Din, Kagas Te Canvas Platiya Janpith, Shuni Hui Kavaitan. Ekbart, Literary Journal, Nagmani, Poetry Monthly, References. Further reading, Amrita work in Sharmaki http, www.apnao.com/, Umatrilok, Amrita Imroz, A Love Story, Penguin India ISBN 0-41001044-0, Indra Gupta, India Euro Unregistered Trademark S50 Most Illustrious Women ISBN 81-88086-19-3, Indian Fiction in English Translation A Euro Chopped 4, Comments on Amrita Pritam's magnum opus, The Skeleton, by Shubha Tiwari. Atlantic Publishers and Distributors, 2005. ISBN 81-269-0450-X. Page 28-35, Studies in Punjabi Poetry. Chopped. 9 Amrita Pritam, The Poetry of Protest, by Darshan Singh Maini. Vickers Pub, 1979. ISBN 0-7069-0709-4. Page 109. First chapter of Revenue Stamp by Amrita Pritam, The Cellar by Amrita Pritam, A Euro Oes Iban in Exilea Euro by Amrita Pritam, The Weed by Amrita Pritam, Wildflower by Amrita Pritam, Main to New Fur Milangi, Translation, External links, Amrita Pritam at Gadaya Kosh, Amrita Pritam and her works at South Asian Women's Network, Amrita Pritam 1919-2005 A tribute by Reza Rumi, Poems by Amrita Pritam at Kavaitan, video links, Waris Shah New, Amrita Pritam's Most Important Poem, recited by Gulzar on YouTube, Amrita Pritam's poem Main Tinupa Milangi recited by Gulzar on YouTube.